But yeah, yeah, off season, AFC South off season moves. I wanted to talk about a few teams. Figure why not the competition of the Texans? You know what
Well,
I'm
who
saying?
has so do the Jaguars have the first overall pick?
Yeah, Jags, man. Jags got
So
the
are they
first. They're
going to
getting
get Trevor
Trevor
Lawrence?
Lawrence. They got a new head coach, Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer, yeah,
Um,
that's right. He's in the AFC South now. That's freaking hilarious. He's
Man,
never.
they actually you can they're getting a quarterback because he added two veteran receivers, Marvin Jones Jr. We know from the Lions, and Philip Dorsett. You know what I'm saying? Who was actually a first rounder for the Colts, and then went to New England for a few years, and now he's there. So he's got some veterans there. They're gonna help Trevor Lawrence out. It's not like they're short or thin at receiver. They already got DJ Shark, um,
Is this Urban Meyer's first stint in the NFL?
NFL gig. Man, from what I know,
Maybe
for
like a
sure,
head
because I
coach or
know he was.
like position at all? Has he
I
ever
don't
been
know.
in the NFL?
Probably.
Cal, can you
I
look that
mean,
up?
shit, for sure, first head coach, but we'll see in the NFL. But I mean, yeah, Jags, man, Jags was a good place to start. I mean, first overall pick. We already know they're getting a quarterback. They're not trading out of it. Shit, K. Who mentioned earlier? Who, where would Deshaun want to go? Well, who can afford Deshaun is how I countered. Jags, number one overall pick. I mean, that's a good start. You got to call Urban Meyer and be like, hey, man, do you want to risk it on this sunshine looking long haired motherfucker? He could have just been drinking the juice at Clemson. Now he's just gonna be chilling once he gets to the pros. He could be a bust. You never know. But I doubt it. All right, but or you want
Look for
Deshaun
the
Watson?
timeline on the top
You
right.
know,
Yeah, first NFL coaching job.
I know they need a tight end, but other than that, man, they said at running back James
That's kind
Robinson.
of crazy.
They
What
got
do
a
you
young
what do you
defense.
think his success is going to be like Urban Meyer? First time ever in the NFL. Obviously, he's been around it probably a lot, but like this is his first official position in the NFL from what we've briefly looked up. And then
I
he's a
think
head
Urban gonna be
coach.
like Nick Saban. Nah, Urban gonna be like Nick Saban. I don't think he'll be able to. I think the Jags are still they still reek of Cleveland Brownness.
They've been
Of
shitty for
that
so
of
long.
what the Texans are right
I
now.
mean, the Texans
Yeah,
aren't good.
and it's not so long ago they were the AFC in the AFC Championship game, man. Against New England, almost had it. You know what I
I
mean? It
know
was like an
that's pretty
offsides and
cool.
two flags away from going to the Super Bowl. But that's usually what happens to those teams. They once they peak and they come down, that's it. They backed it down, and I think Jazz going way back down. So we'll see though, man. I think 3 years and he'll be out. He'll be running like Nick Saban's bitch ass when Ricky Williams retired on him at the Dolphins. Nick Saban went back to college. I mean, of course, won what 4 or 5 national championships, but I mean, shit,
Nope.
Titans, man, Titans. You remember who was on the Titans?
Of course.
Edge rusher for him, our old boy Clowney,
Is he still
who
with the
I want
Titans
to
this
just
next year?
mention. No, no, I want to mention he just visited the Browns. Actually, there's some rumors about him coming back to the Texans. You never know, but
Oh,
I mean, it's he's been going team to team. Before Titans, he was with the Seahawks, obviously. So actually, that might be one lone bright thing that O'Brien did correctly while running this organization was not giving Clowney the keys to the bank. So but yeah, he's living that nomadic style. You never know. He'll latch on somewhere, play for the minimum. But the Titans, I know they got Dupree, who's a badass linebacker for the Titans or for the Steelers, and Josh Reynolds, who was kind of the number three for the Rams. So the big thing is who they lost, man. Jonnu Smith. You know what I'm saying? New England paid him big, um, and I think they Malcolm Butler. They lost both their corners, actually. Yeah, they lost both their corners,
where did
and
Malcolm
then they
Butler
acquired.
sign?
I'm not sure. Man, I know they
Was
lost
it the
him and
Titans?
Jackson.
Oh no,
Adoree
he was
Jackson
with the
was sick.
Titans.
He was with the Titans.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So they lost their starting corners and they got back Kevin Johnson's bitch ass. You remember him? Texans had him for a while. Then he went to the Bills. Just like threw his body around recklessly, man, but like
He
didn't
really did. He was
didn't
like a wiry kind of
tackle,
guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, um, but yeah, I mean, like, and then we come to the Colts, man. You know, Colts on up. They got Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
But
you
dude,
talk about that
I'm
other
excited to
quarterback
see
swap
Carson Wentz.
earlier.
Like,
This
I
was a
mean,
good one too. Yeah,
he's
man.
probably all like,
He's got
I've
something
been
to prove,
traded.
man.
Yeah, he's got something to prove, and
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, that's just when athletes kind of really
dude, he's
shine.
good, man. I'm a fan of his. I just
And they
don't.
got
I
they
don't. I don't
re-signed
know.
T.Y. Hilton, which
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
been doing that. He didn't really do that much last season, but I mean,
he came on at the end though. He came on strong at the end. But the Colts. Here's how example of a good franchise, right? A team that's not really making all the moves or noise in the offseason. Because really, those guys that win the offseason, I mean, they don't. You really don't hear about them now, and like they win in March and April and shit, but you don't hear about them winning in November, December. But the Colts are doing like shit. Like the Packers. I love the Packers. They're like quiet in free agency, kind of pay their own guys, who they draft, right? And the Colts actually know they got a few motherfuckers they coming up. They got to pay the linebacker Darius Leonard,
So what you got here, Kyle?
number
You got the
one, two
roster of the
linebacker.
Colts.
Mm. And then if you look at their old line over there, I know they got two guards or two linemen they got to pay, Quentin Nelson and Smith. So they know they got money coming up. That's probably why they've been, or money to give out. That's why they've been quiet right now, picking free agency. So about Ballard, I think, is the GM. Man, I mean, it's been three years now. He's doing good. Like I said, I had to deal with Andrew Luck's retirement. Um, shit, they're looking good. They on the up, man. They on the up. That's the South for you, though, man. That's the South.